Well, hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to hang out with me. Today, we're going to be talking about dreamers and achievers, and I'm going to be asking you the question, what's your dream? We're going to get into all that, so much more when we come right back. Well, all right, we're talking about dreamers and achievers. If you don't know who I am, my name's John. I come to you from johncdonahue.com. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch. You can find out more information about me over the website, johncdonahue.com, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all at John C. Donahue. You can find all the links below. You can come find me all across the internet and hang out and chat with me. I'd love to meet you. So today we're talking about dreamers and achievers and asking yourself, what is your dream? So I think that when we start living our lives, once we get out of school and we start our adult lives, we find out that things are not always as we think that they would be. Sometimes we get stuck in the 9 to 5 rut. We're just living paycheck to paycheck. Things are not going as well as we had hoped, and we kind of zone out. We turn our brains off and we stop dreaming. We stop thinking about the things that we want to achieve, and we just start existing. And that's a horrible way to live. I think a lot of people are just beaten into submission and they don't really dream about the future, and then they stop acting on those dreams. So what I'd like for you to do is to grab yourself a piece of paper and write down at the top of that piece of paper, what's my dream? And then just start thinking about the future. Start thinking about things that you'd like to achieve. They don't have to be big. They don't have to be like start a Fortune 500 company. They don't have to be like buy a small island in the Bahamas. They can be little dreams. You know, I would like to be married. I'd like to have Ryan Reynolds' body. Well, I'd like to have the body of Ryan Reynolds. I'm a happily married man, but I would like to, to be buff and stuff like Ryan Reynolds. Gosh. Anyway, so that was weird. I would love to live in a house that I own. I would love to have a car. It doesn't matter what your dreams are, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Just write them down. And then tomorrow we're going to be really talking about the nuts and bolts. But I want to encourage you to ask yourself, to dream about the future, because when we get stuck in that 9 to 5, when we get stuck in that rut and we're not really focusing on how incredible life can be, that's when we run into trouble. That's when we forget about how incredible our lives are. And I want to remind you about a quote from Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is a financial guru. You can listen to him on the radio. He's written a few books. But one of the things that Dave talks about is choosing to live your life and live today like nobody else, so that tomorrow you can live like nobody else. And what he means by that is making the decision today to go and attack and try to achieve your dreams and live like nobody else. Make the sacrifices that you need to make. Say no to watching 4 or 5 hours of TV. Maybe you only watch 1 or 2 hours. Saying no to going out and partying on the weekend so you can save money and put that towards your dreams. Maybe you choose to do less fun things now and do a little bit more work, so that in the future you can have more fun, and you're not necessarily guaranteed, but you're positioning yourself for better success in the future. We've all heard the phrase, do something today that your future self will thank you for. And that's really the same sentiment as what Dave Ramsey's saying. Live your life today like nobody else. Start working today and sacrificing some of the fun you're having to start working towards your dreams. Do something today, right now, that in 5 years, when you look back on your life, as I like to say, in 5 years, when you have that meeting with yourself and your 5-year older self asks you, why didn't you take advantage of those opportunities? Why didn't you turn off the TV and read those books that would help you get some knowledge to help propel you in your career? Maybe you should have taken some of those classes. Maybe you should have said no to going out and partying and saving that money so that you can get out of your mom and dad's basement, or you can get out of having a roommate. You can get your own place. I don't know what your dreams are, but you see where my brain is going. Maybe you can do some things now so that when you meet yourself 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, you'll be so grateful for the hard work and the effort and the sacrifice that you put in And that's really what it's all about. So start dreaming today. What is it that you want to accomplish? What goals do you want to set? And really focus on starting to get your brain working on looking into the future. And later on this week, we're going to be talking about some of the nuts and bolts of that. But I really want you to start dreaming about what the future will hold for you if you put the work in, if you put the time in, if you put the sacrifices in, so that you can live like nobody else. Because not everybody's going to be doing what you're going to do today. Well, that's my time, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Come find me over at johncdonahue.com. Every morning at 10:10 during the week, I do a little coffee break. It's just kind of like my internet hanging out around the water cooler. You can find me at facebook.com/johncdonahue, and I'll see you tomorrow.